Hello and welcome. FC Bayern wins 1-0 against Union Berlin. I can welcome both head coaches Bielsa and Thomas Tuchel. I can welcome everyone to the press conference, and we'll start with the initial statements. So first of all, I want to congratulate Bayern Munich to the deserved win. I think that our defense was very organized and disciplined. Unfortunately, we waited for a chance, but that didn't work out. So we weren't able to grab a point here. So therefore, I can be happy with the performance that we brought in defense, even though we didn't have that in offense. But that's part of the reason as well why we weren't able to develop that much, was because Bayern's transition play was very strong. They defended well and didn't give us too much. But the positive is that even in front of 75,000 people, we held our own and certainly tried to have an active result until the end. Unfortunately, what didn't work out for us was that one goal, which we would have wished for, but yeah, deserved win to Bayern. I can congratulate them, and we're going to prepare for the next game. So yeah, thank you. I think that we deserved this win, even though it was a very tight result. Just because we weren't able to score that second goal, it was a very tight offside situation, and we left a couple of chances on the road. It was a very difficult game because our opponent defended very deep and disciplined, and with plenty of players inside and towards their own box, so we had chances to shoot and plenty of crosses, but just weren't accurate enough to score a goal earlier and become a little bit more dangerous from that. So we had a couple of dangerous situations early on where we could have gotten an early lead, but towards the end, yeah, we played seriously. We brought in a good performance. We're very strong when it came down to the counter-attacking defending compared to the previous games, and towards the end, we were maybe a little bit lucky when it came to the chances that Union had, but yeah, that can happen after a 1-0. Then the rhythm kind of slowed down slightly, and we weren't able to keep it as high as the first 20 minutes of the second half. But I think kind of wrapping things up, I think the performance was there. We showed a reaction and got the result that we wanted, and 2 days' time we move on to Augsburg. Yeah, I want to start with the Union coach Bielsa. Could you maybe talk about the situation with Leroy Sané and what happened afterwards? And also the question to Thomas Tuchel, how did you see that situation? So I was in my own coaching zone. The ball comes to me. I wanted to get it and give it to Sané. Then he pushed me, wanted to play fast, so he pushed me, and then I reacted in a way that I shouldn't have, with my hand in his face, and that's not okay. And then the red card is perfectly fine. I got provoked in my own coaching zone and reacted in a way that I shouldn't have. Yeah. I think it's not really my situation to judge. I didn't even see it as it happened, and then, yeah, he already talked about it. I also have a question to both coaches. There's 2 injuries, Volland and Upamecano. Can you maybe give an update on that already? So yeah, Kevin, he's in the locker rooms. The doctors are working with him. And then we will see tomorrow, when the checks have been done, then we'll know more. I can't say more than that right now. Yeah, with Upamecano, it's a muscle injury in his right back calf, so it's very unfortunate for him and also for us, because he's not really replaceable in his current form. So we'll have a solution to that, but he was in top form in the past couple of weeks. So with the way that he played and his physicality, tremendously strong in the past couple of games, so it definitely hurts a lot. And then tomorrow we'll have to check what Konrad Laimer, because he had to be subbed off as well. And then with Josh as well, we'll have to see what the shoulder is doing. So right now I'm more worried about Konrad Laimer than Josh, but we'll have to see what happens tomorrow. So Mr. Tuchel, you said ahead of the game that there will be slight changes in the build-up play, and how did you see that? And maybe why did you change some of the defending roles? Yeah, just because Rafa was playing on the left-hand side, so therefore I wanted to have Upa's support with the pace, but also the communication between both that are able to speak French. And I have the feeling that Upamecano has a little bit more confidence on both sides, whilst for Matthijs de Ligt, he can play better on that right-hand side, so that's why we decided that way. And for Upamecano, he was so confident, and the language as well with Rafa, we all thought that it might be a better fit. And yeah, I was very happy. I think the energy was good. We played a lot of passes, had good pace in our own game, and a high amount of passes, so we played quicker. We changed our setup slightly to give the folks a little bit more on transition play and the gegenpress, so we did that well, and we're very active in that case. I think we were a little bit more free in our own game compared to the last one, a little bit more creative. So there's still space to be filled, but it was not easy against such an opponent that was so retreated. So, Mr. Tuchel, first of all, congratulations. You were just talking about Upamecano. Can you already say how long he'll be out for? And today the decision was given that Trippier wasn't going to be signed. Maybe will that change things now because of his injury? And how did you see Eric Dyer? Yeah, to be honest, the way that I saw Eric was the way I expected him to play. Obviously, he didn't play that much football in the past half year, but I think you could see immediately, you could see his confidence and see his presence, and that he can play that way. So obviously it was surprising for him to play from the start of the second half. So obviously you could see that he was out of rhythm and didn't have the timings down just yet in some of the tackles, but apart from that he showed well, and he already made his worth shown because he needed to fill in that position. So yeah, we're kind of cursed in that regard. Minje is out, of course, he's still gone. Upamecano is now out. I'm not sure how long that will take. Usually with the muscle injury there, we'll talk about weeks and not days. And yeah, did I answer everything, or was there anything else? Yeah, if there's going to be another defender, no. So I'm expecting Minje in 2 weeks, and hopefully he'll be fit and uninjured, and then we should be fine in that regard. So obviously what's a little bit more worrying is Konrad Laimer right now, so we'll have to see that. But we are on the case. We know what we want to do and what we won't do. But we definitely won't panic there. But injuries are part of a season as well. We weren't really lucky. It was almost always the same positions. And still, we won't change our strategy because of a muscle injury there. So 2 questions to Bielisa. So why did you decide to bring really so late, and what sort of suspension are you expecting? Yeah, I don't know. I probably will work with the team the entire week, and I don't think I'll be with the team during the games. I want to know how long that takes that long. Yeah, I decided to bring Behrens because the way that he can work. Badia was only here for 3 days, so he definitely needs to adapt to Bundesliga level. But so yeah, well, that was more a kind of a tummy feeling than anything else. Final question. Just ahead of the red card, there was a situation in the penalty area where there might be a penalty between Behrens and Leimer. A lot of people are surprised that the referee didn't look at that situation again. So, a question to both there. Yeah, I think I've seen penalties like that before, but that's the way that the referees decided, or at least the video referees, so we have to respect it. But yeah, I think I've seen those given before. Multiple times, so there's definitely contact between them, and he wants to shoot, and there's contact from Leimer. If there is enough for a foul, I don't know, but there was certainly contact, and I've certainly seen penalties like it. I think it was certainly a panic second. I didn't see it on TV, I only saw it live. So my interpretation now is that we were lucky, and I don't think it was enough to overturn the live decision of the referee. At least that's what I think about it now. I think if he decides it to be a penalty live and sees the contact as a foul, then it would have been enough to not be changed or overturned. So yeah, obviously it's good for us. However, yeah, we could have been punished for not getting a second goal, but that's the way it was interpreted. Unfortunately, I didn't hear the question there. So, Mr. Tuchel, for Guerrero, is he going to continue on the left position, or yeah? Obviously, we signed him as a left back originally, because yeah, he was injured. He didn't really get that chance. But yeah, he was out for quite a while, and then against Stuttgart, he had his first game as a start, even though he played on the double six position, even though he isn't usually in that position alongside Pavlovic. But yeah, did well in practice, so that's why we kept him in that position. Because he did well against Basel as well in the preparation game, but obviously we signed him as a left back. He can obviously play different positions as well, towards attacking midfield as well. However, yeah, that's part of his experience. But yeah, when everyone's healthy, then that's where he should be, trying to be there besides Fonzie. So obviously we've kind of gotten used to Conny playing right back. Otherwise, he could be playing in midfield as well. So obviously, even more of a reason why Guerrero plays towards left back, and he did well today. Was able to get that goal as well. So yeah, hope that he stays healthy. So thanks a lot. Safe travels home, and see you soon.